Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rowan College at Gloucester County for the second game of today's baseball tournament. This game will be an elimination game between the Jersey Blues of Brookdale Community College and the Roadrunners of Rowan College at Gloucester County. Game time starting approximately 4:20 in the afternoon. This game will go to completion no matter what happens. And one team will be leaving today, so we'll be paying close attention to everything that transpires. Here's Brookdale's starting lineup. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 24, Mike Santamarita. And batting a second will be right fielder, number 16, Nick Martinez. Batting third will be the third baseman, number 15, Mike Russell. While the cleanup hitter will be the left fielder, number 44, Joe Rotelli. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 20, Trevor Romeo. And batting sixth and catching is number 14, Geraldo Reyes. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 19, Jake Busser. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 9, Cole Fluta. And batting at ninth and playing second base, number 2, Joe Tessicero. On the hill today for the Jersey Blues will be their ace, pitcher number 8, Pat Knight. Pat is 9-2 on the season. 49 walks, 77 strikeouts in 78.1 innings. For the Roadrunners, starting lineup will be leading off the shortstop, number 13, Nilo Rijo. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Matt Woods. Batting third will be the designated hitter, number 20, Dom D'Alessandro. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 27, Jack Gone. Batting fifth will be second baseman, number 33, Chris Sigg. In the sixth hole will be the left fielder, number 1, Craig Elaine. Batting seventh will be the third baseman, number 7, Isaiah Easterling. The right fielder will bat eighth, and that's number 12, J.J. Ganzaroli. Batting ninth and catching will be number 4, Jan Castellano. On the hill today for the Roadrunners will be number 23, left-hander Matt Parr, coming in with a record of 7-0. His ERA 1.72, 14 walks and 62 strikeouts in 52.1 innings. So huge game here for both the Roadrunners and the Jersey Blues. Somebody's going to go on in the tournament and live again to play tomorrow, and somebody's going to go home and start their planning for the next season. And welcome everyone. My name is Fred Sports. I'll be doing your play-by-play for today. I have the excellent help with Kyle Lodge doing all the camera work and taking care of all the technical actions of this game. It's an overcast day. Temperature sitting around 63 degrees. Be a great day to also play football. As we look around the diamond for the Roadrunners, out in left field will be number 1, Craig Elaine. The center fielder will be number 2, Matt Woods. And out in right will be number 12, J.J. Ganzaroli. Jack Gone, who was the first game catcher, will be at first base. And at second will be Chris Sigg. He'll be wearing number 33. The shortstop will be number 13, Nilo Rijo. And Isaiah Easterling will be at the hot corner wearing number 7. Jan Castellano will be catching. And on the mound will be Matt Parr. And we are going to start with Mike Santamarita. He's a sophomore out of Marlboro, New Jersey, hitting .379 on the season. Brookdale and Rowan College, plenty of history, plenty of lore in this series. Santamarita steps in, the left-handed center fielder will take pitch number 1. And it's on the outside corner for strike number 1. Parr out of Gloucester Catholic High School. Second pitch is down and the count goes even. Jersey Blues and the Roadrunners played 3 times this season. First 2 games went to the Jersey Blues here back in a March doubleheader. And Rowan College won up at Brookdale in a game played in April. Pitch on the way is right on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Johnny Johnson, longtime coach at Brookdale Community College. Incredible number of victories that he's achieved in his career. There's a nice curveball and swinging strike number 3. So Parr strikes out the first batter, and that'll bring up right fielder number 16, Nick Martinez. Martinez is a sophomore out of Wall, New Jersey. He's hitting .425 on the season. When we go down the Brookdale lineup, they hit from 1 to 9. There's only one batter in the lineup that's under 300. Pitch right down the heart of the plate, and the count's even at 1-1. It's tapped into the ground foul, and Parr jumps up again, 1-2. Very, very limited win. There is some, but not enough to really affect the way the ball's played, and that's why we're seeing the outfielders basically in straightaway position. That's just outside in the left-hand batter's box, and it'll be ball 2. And it's now 3-1. For the Roadrunners, Coach Chu calling all the pitches in the dugout. Let's see, Parr is a fast worker. Here's a pitch down. It's hit hard down the left field line, but is a foul ball. Good early contact there by Nick Martinez. And it's one of those when you're the defensive team, you're glad to see it just curve foul. Count is full. And that pitch is down, and Martinez is a base runner. So with one out and a runner on first, coming up now will be third baseman number 15, Mike Russell. Russell, also a sophomore out of Staten Island, New York. Hitting .372, not counting the last game on the season. Right on the outside corner. And that'll be strike number 1. Ball down, good block there by Jan Castellana to keep the runner at first. And Parr's pitch is down again, so it's now 2-1 on Russell. Cumberland defeated Brookdale in the first game down at Cumberland earlier today, and Northampton defeated the Roadrunners. Boy, hit right past third base into double territory. Rounding the second comes Martinez. He'll get to third, and he is safe. So a base hit by Mike Russell down the third base line, and Nick Martinez scampers safely into third. So scoring position right now for the Jersey Blues in the top of inning number 1. And we'll bring up left fielder number 44, Joe Rotelli. Joe is a sophomore out of Morganville, New Jersey. Hitting .325 on the season. Runners play their middle infielders back and hold the runner at first to keep them from advancing to scoring position. That ball's in the dirt. Good block by Castellana. Again, these are the most nervous games because it's elimination day. Parr's pitch swung and tipped back into the glove of Castellana, and the count's 1-1. Ball's tapped foul, or actually hit foul over the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. Again, one out. Runners at the corners. Right on the inside corner, freezes Rotelli. Strikeout number 2 of the inning by Parr, and more impressively, out number 2. And that will bring up designated hitter number 20, Trevor Romeo. Romeo is a freshman out of Crestkill, New Jersey, 6'5". Batting out of the left side. Breaking ball just outside for ball 1. So Parr, after allowing runners to get to first and third with 1 out, can now see his way out of the inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Parr gets the sign, deals in. Another breaking ball tapped off the bat of Romeo, so it will be strike number 2, and the count goes to 1-2. It was a big breaking ball there by Parr. Romeo attempting to hold up, but the ball tipped off the bottom part of his bat, went down into the dirt. The umpire very quickly signaled foul ball. So we'll see now if Brookdale tries to send a runner here with 1-2. Again, went for the curveball, breaking outside. Good discipline there showed by Trevor Romeo, commonly known as a fish pitch, to try to get you out there and see if you'll swing at it and take the bait. And that's back off the screen. So the count remains at 2-2. 3 umpires today. We have one behind home plate, one at first and third. In this situation, he goes into the position near shortstop. Here's the pitch on the way, and that sails just outside, and the count is full. So now the Roadrunners will have to be very careful because the runner will be breaking on the pitch. A ball hit into the outfield will most likely score 2. Hit on the way down the left field line. Easterling chasing, but the ball is out of play, and the count stays at 3-2. Roadrunners make this change now when they take first baseman Jack Gone and setting back in the defensive position since they know that the runner is going to be moving anyway. Parr's pitch is in tight, and it's ball 4, and the bases are loaded now with Jersey Blues. And that'll bring up Geraldo Reyes, the catcher, number 14. Reyes is a sophomore out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico.
Catcher number 14, Geraldo Reyes.
Reyes, 5'10", 170-pound catcher, hitting .284 on the season. And Parr looks at the situation. There's no place to put him. It's knocked back against and over the screen. That'll be strike number 1. So Parr making a lot of pitches here in inning number 1. One hit, 2 walks have loaded the bases. Sails high, and the count's even 1-1. First inning sometimes is the most difficult inning for a starting pitcher, trying to gather his routines and get into his sync. Parr showing a little bit of that in inning number 1. Ball's up tight too, and it's 2-1. So now becomes very good position for Reyes as Parr has to basically throw strikes right now. That's hit out of play down the first base side. So a big pitch coming up for Matt Parr in his attempt to get out of the inning. Again, brought that pitch down low, a fastball down low, and fought off there by Reyes. This is the classic battle between the pitcher and the batter. Somebody's going to win this battle, and we'll see who it's going to be. Well, again, fouled off. And interesting, yesterday this game would have been played in 93-degree temperature, and today we're playing in 63-degree temperature. That is just inside. Matter of fact, almost hit him. And now the most exciting play in baseball. Bases are loaded. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Everybody's going to be moving. Ball hits right to Nilo Rijo. He makes the play at short over to Jack Doan at first base. And the Roadrunners escape inning number 1. There were no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. So we head to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Hi, we're back here at Rowan College of Gloucester County for elimination game between the Jersey Blues and the Roadrunners. Defensively for the Jersey Blues, out in left field will be number 44, Joe Ratelli. Center fielder will be number 24, Mike Santamarita. And right field is number 16, Nick Martinez. At the hot corner is number 15, Mike Russell. Playing short is number 9, Cole Fluta. And second baseman is number 2, Joe Tesserero. First baseman is number 19, Jake Bosser. Catching will be number 14, Gerardo Reyes. And the ace of the staff will be on the mound for the Jersey Blues, number 8, Pat Knight. Pat also a lefty, so we have 2 left-handed pitchers starting today. Pat pitched here earlier in the year, got a win over the Roadrunners in a 7-inning game. There is speed-up rules in this game. The rules come with runs and not time factors. The game, if one team has a 10-run lead after 5 innings, the game is over. Same as if one team has an 8-run lead after the 7th inning, the game is also over. We don't expect either of those situations to happen today, as both teams not only are quality baseball teams, but well-coached baseball teams.
For your Roadrunners. Shortstop number 17, Nilo
right, here we go for the Roadrunners. See what they can do in their bottom of inning number 1. They were the number 3 seed, Brookdale the 4. That's why they are the home team. Nilo Rio hitting .360 on the year, sophomore out of Passaic, New Jersey. Swings at the first pitch. That ball is going to find some open territory. Cut off very nicely by the right fielder. The throw into second is not in time. And Nilo Rio leads off with a double for the Roadrunners. Nick Martinez did a great job of cutting the ball off in the gap. Just had to almost like backhand the ball, so he couldn't get his best throw into second base, and Nilo Rio was able to make it into second. Brings up center fielder number 2, Matt Woods. Woods, a sophomore out of Berlin, New Jersey, hitting .447 on the season, has had a stellar sophomore season, heading to St. John's on a baseball scholarship. That ball will be up for ball number 1. Again, interesting to see what they do with Woods, to see if they try to advance Nilo Rio onto that third base spot or let Woods try to drive him home. He showed bunt, but the pitch is wild, and Rio is able to advance on to third base on the wild pitch. Now, interesting in that situation because right at the last minute, Woods showed bunt, probably surprised Reyes at catcher, and there was not a play to be made on that throw. So Rio is now at third with nobody out and 2 balls to Woods. That'll be down low for ball 3. That's in there for strike number 1. A proven veteran, won't be fazed by a lot of the nervousness that's around. That pitch, though, is in tight, and Woods draws a walk, and now we have runners at first and third with nobody out, and Dominic D'Alessandro, the designated hitter, coming to the dish. Dominic hitting .388 out of Gloucester, New Jersey. Last year led the nation in home runs. Jersey Blues playing their infield back in double play, conceding a run to get 2 outs. That's fouled straight back to the screen. So Roadrunners showing some ability to jump right on Pat Knight and swing at pitch number 1. That's ripped down the third base line, but foul almost made contact there with Coach Chu there at the third base coaching box. That little fast Olay duck. So Knight up 0-2 here to D'Alessandro. Ball's hit to right field, and it is a fair ball. And it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So D'Alessandro going the opposite way, driving home Nilo Rio for run number 1 of the game, and sending also Matt Woods to third base. And that'll bring up the first baseman and cleanup hitter, number 27, Jack Gone. Gone hitting .396 on the season. He's out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey, played his high school ball at Cherry Hill High School West. He hits the ball right to shortstop. Shortstop coming home, and they nail him at the plate. A great play there by Fluta. Fluta getting the hard hit. Woods breaking at third, throws the ball directly into the catcher Reyes, and even though Woods tried a head-first slide in the plate, a nice play there by the Jersey Blues for out number 1. Gone goes to first on the fielder's choice. It's now one out,
Number 33.
and runners on first and second. This will bring up Chris Sig out of Margate, New Jersey, the second baseman, hitting .288 on the season. Played his high school ball at Atlantic County Institute of Technology. And that ball's down for ball one. So interesting move by the runners at the beginning. A ball hit to the left side. Usually you hold on that situation and make the long throw over to first. Woods broke, and it didn't pay off. In first strike. Sometimes an out like that can be a big play for a pitcher because you're worried about falling behind, maybe 2-0, 3-0, and now suddenly it's 1-0 and you can see your way out of the inning. It'll be just outside. Count goes to 2-1. Sig offers at that pitch, knocks it back over the screen for strike number 2. Still one out in the inning. Jack Gones standing on first base, and Dom D'Alessandro takes his lead off of second. In tight, and that'll make it a full count. And that'll be inside, and boy, Sig shows a lot of discipline on that, taking ball number 4, and the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up number 1, Craig Elaine. Craig out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, hitting .297 on the season. Good wheels at the plate. That ball's down. Good block there by Reyes. Catchers really get a workout on that curveballs because all curveballs are set to drop right before they reach the plate. That's up high, ball 2. So a nice hitting situation here for Craig Elaine as Pat Knight has no place to put him. So he's got to come back and he's got to throw strikes. That'll be down low, and it's 3-0. So you'll see Elaine take 1, maybe 2 in this situation. Isaiah Easterling waits on deck for the Roadrunners. Here's the 3-0. And that's right down the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Lane checking down the third base coaching line to see what his signal is. Digs in, and it's 3-1. Tap down to third. That's a play at third for out 1. The throw all the way to first. A double play. Very nice play there by third baseman Mike Russell. Got the ball on 1 bounce. Tagged the bag for out number 2. Threw over to number 19, Jake Busser, for out number 3. Roadrunners get 1 on 2 hits, but they leave 2. We'll head to inning number 2. It's 1-0 Roadrunners. Well, before we start inning number 2, we'd like to send a special shout out in beautiful scenic Minnesota to Coach Steve DePasquale and the Lady Roadrunner softball team. Another Region 19 champion, another fine showing out in the national championships with a 6th place finish. Coach D, we're glad you're listening. Please tell everybody how proud and happy we are of your team. Jake Busser hits the ball out into left field pretty deep. A lane going back. It sails, and it's gone. A home run by number 19, Jake Busser. It's a ball that got up into the air and just kept on going, and right now the game is tied. Inning number 2 is a run for the Jersey Blues. And then we'll bring up shortstop number 9, Cole Fluta. Takes the ball up for ball number 1. And that's in for a strike. For Busser, that will be home run number 4 on the season. The ball hit hard, and that'll find some gap right in there over the head of Nilo Rijo at shortstop. And the second runner of the inning is on base for the Jersey Blues. That'll now bring up second baseman, number 2, Joe Tessario. Joe's hitting .328 on the season for the Jersey Blues. Quick snap throw to first after the pitch, and after ball number 1, actually, and the runner is safe at second. Tessario is a sophomore out of Point St. Lucie, Florida. Runner goes, ball is down, and there will be no throw. So a stolen base for number 9, Cole Fluta, puts another Jersey Blue runner in scoring position. The Roadrunners loaded the bases in inning number 1, scored 1 run, and ended the inning on a inning-ending double play. Jersey Blues started inning number 2 with a solo home run. Now have their another runner in scoring position. Tessario is a 5'8", 150-pound second baseman. Ball on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball hit in the gap, and that's going to in the hole to left. Holding it third will be Fluta, and 3 straight batters have now reached base for the Jersey Blues as we turn the lineup over and go back to center fielder Mike Santoromita. So the Roadrunners now putting their middle infielders back to try to set up the double play to give up the run and take 2 outs instead. Corners playing up. Swing and a miss on pitch number 1 on a breaking ball. Santoromita has been one of the top players for Brookdale over the last 2 seasons. There's a token move by Parr to first base, keeping the runner on to see if Jersey Blues had any type of play in the offing. R needs a good pitch right here. It's hit out to right field. It's shallow. Second baseman makes the play. Here comes the tag at third. The throw on the way, and it's offline. And the run will score. So scoring from third will be Fluta with the run number 2 of the inning. Santa Marita gets a sacrifice fly and an RBI. And the Jersey Blues now go up 2-1.
Right fielder number 16, Nick Martinez.
So interesting situation when you fly ball to second base and get a sacrifice fly, but that's exactly what just happened. Nick Martinez, who walked in inning number 1, bats again with a runner in scoring position in inning number 2. Breaking ball right on the corner. That's strike number 1. So it took 1 inning for the Roadrunners to take the lead. It took less than that for Jersey Blues to retake the lead. The pitch is up, and the count is even. Mike Russell waits on deck for the Jersey Blues. Nice pitch by Parr, swung on and missed by Martinez. Parr looking at Monmouth University as one of his choices. Late move there by second baseman Chris Sigg to see if they could catch the base runner, Joe Tesario. Here's Parr's pitch. Hit down to third. Isaiah Easterling on one hop. Gets the ball, throws the ball over to Jack Goen at first. And out number 2 is recorded in the inning. Joe Tesario stays at second base and brings up third baseman Mike Russell. Russell 1 for 1 on the day, singled in inning number 1. Breaking ball right in for strike 1. Both these teams during the season have been ranked in the top 10. Brookdale as high as number 1. Rowan as high as number 2. That'll be outside, and the count goes even 1-1. Of course, once tournament time comes through, only one team can advance onto the World Series, and there are 4 very good ones in Region 19. Swing and a miss by Russell on a nice pitch thrown by Parr. This year, though, it is interesting that they are going to be taking a wild card team in. And there are quite a few teams in the country that would like to qualify for that wild card, including 3 of them that are here in Region 19. Ball's hit down to third, and it's foul. It's just going to be outside, and the count is 2-2. One of those borderline pitches. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Ball's tipped. It's going to be a tough play for Isaiah Easterling. He eats the ball very, very smartly, and it'll be a base hit for Mike Russell. So a slow tap what we used to always call a swinging bunt that was really, really tough for Easterling. He fielded it cleanly, made the smart move, and did not make the play.
Number 44, Joe Rotelli.
And now the Jersey Blues have runners on first and third with left fielder Joe Rotelli coming to the plate. Swing and a miss on a nice change up there thrown by Parr. That's tapped down the third base line and all the way down to the bullpen. Foul. And it's 0-2. So now Mr. Parr, I'm sure will look for one of his pitches that will make the batter want to fish. He does. He hits it outside. It's straight at Matt Woods in center field. And for a minute, I thought he was going to misjudge it, but he judged it well. Got out number 3. But the Jersey Blues take the lead. They add 2 runs on 3 hits and leave about 4 hits, and they leave 2. It's now 2-1 Brookdale, bottom inning 2. We're back here at Rowan College for the bottom of inning number 2. It'll be numbers 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Roadrunners.
Roadrunners, third baseman number 7, Isaiah Easterling.
This will be Isaiah Easterling, a sophomore out of West Deptford, New Jersey. He's hitting .258 on the season. He's a quarterback in high school on the football team. That'll be down for ball number 1. So in case you're just joining us, Rowan jumped up 1-0 in the first inning. Brookdale countered with 2 in the top of inning number 2, and now Easterling leads off the runners bottom of 2 with a base hit. One of those famous, we used to call Baltimore chops. The ball hit hard against the infield turf. Now it's been 90 degrees here for the last few days, and it just bounced over the head of third baseman Mike Russell. And Easterling is aboard. That brings up right fielder number 12, J.J. Ganzaroli, out of East Brunswick, New Jersey. Ganzaroli is a freshman. Bunts it straight back. And a lucky break there. The runner at first base had to hold to see if the ball was going to be caught. There was plenty of time for Reyes to make the throw to second. Unfortunately, though, the throw was an offline, and Easterling beat the throw to second. So now the runners get runners on first and second with nobody out. Give Ganzaroli, because of that, a sacrifice. And that'll bring up Jan Castellano. So just a tough break there for both teams, almost in a sense. It could have easily have been a double play. It could have easily have been a force at second. Instead, it's nothing, and the Roadrunners now have 2 men on. Little turnaround move, as pretty interesting situation there. They ran the shortstop in front of the runner on second, and then did the rotation play, moving him over to try to cover the third base bag. But to throw off the runner at second, they covered his face. And I think coming out now is Coach Valley. He wants to go over a little situation with the runners of how to handle situations like that again. Coach Valley has been a Roadrunner institution since the late 90s. He was assistant coach under Barry Davis, was the head coach for a short term, won a national championship, went on to Division I Temple, coached at Temple University for quite a while when Mike Dixon left here to go down to Rowan University. The phone call quickly went to Rob Valley to see if he'd be interested in coming back and coaching for Rowan Gloucester. He said yes, and the rest is history. Since his term the Roadrunners have won the Region 19 in 2015 and 2016. Castellano is a sophomore catcher out of Passaic, New Jersey. Has 1 strike. We'll see if the bunt's on again. Show rotation. Just hit too hard. That's going to be a double play. A bunt double play. Bunted very, very hard down to the third baseman. The third baseman picked the ball up, sent it back to the shortstop who was covering third, and then on to the first baseman, and there's now 2 outs. So instead of second and third and 1 out, it's now a runner on second and 2 outs. Nilo Rijo batting for time number 2. He doubled in the first inning. So 2 big double plays have really come to help Brookdale in the first 2 innings. Now Knight can see his way out with 2 outs. Relo takes strike number 1 on the inside corner. That ball will be down, and it's 1-1. Again, early in the game, it's bottom of inning number 2 down in Cumberland. In the third inning, it's 1-0 in favor of Northampton. Rio takes it inside, and the count's 2-1. Knight out of the stretch. Tapped off the batter in the batter's box. One of the most painful things you can have. You can see it hit right down on the shin there of Nilo Rijo. Got to walk that off a little bit. The athletic trainer coming out now to take a look at Rijo. Some of the professional baseball players, as well as those on down, are now wearing shin guards to protect against that foul ball, because when it comes off the bottom of the bat and goes up against the shin, it's hitting nothing but bone, and pretty painful. know is going to be okay. He's going to step back into the batter's box. A lot of times this becomes poetic justice because the next pitch is like a ground ball to the infield and you have to run hard. Oh, nice pitch on a changeup. Catches Riho for out number 3. And even though the runners get the first 2 runners on base this inning, they fail to score. So we'll head to inning number 3, and it's 2-1, Brookdale. All right, this is third inning baseball here at Rowan College. We'll make this the Riverwinds golf and tennis inning. Trevor Romeo will start inning number 3. He walked in inning number 1. Big left-hander, 6'5". Hitting over 400 in the season. He takes strike number 1. Pitch number 2 is in there, and Parr jumps out in front. And that will be foul. Breaking ball down in the dirt for ball number 1. And this is outside, and the count goes even. Runners 43 and 13 on the season. Pitch just misses outside, and the count goes full. So Parr throwing a lot of off-speed pitches against the Jersey Blues. That's down, and another walk here for Trevor Romeo, as he is a no-out base runner, and that'll bring up Geraldo Reyes, the catcher. Reyes hit the ball hard last time, right to Nilo Rijo at shortstop.
Number 14, Geraldo Reyes.
And you can look at Nilo Rijo out in the infield. He's still trying to run off that foul tip that hit his shin. So we'll see if Brookdale puts the sacrifice on. They do. Wanted right back to the mound. Parr makes the throw to second in time for out number 2, but the runner beats the throw to first. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Geraldo Reyes. Romero is out 1-6, and we have the first out. Now coming out is Rob Valley. The question he's going to ask about is whether the base runner made contact out of the baseline with the shortstop, which would be a continuation double play. The runner is allowed to slide into the base, and cover what he needs to do, but he can't go out of his way to try to either take out the infielder or impede the throw. Coach Valley is confident and will be returning to baseball.
First baseman number 19, Jake Busser.
So that'll bring up Jake Busser. Last time he went yard to be the first run of the game for that. He hits the ball hard again, right back to Chris Sieg. Nice play at second and over to first. Double play for the Roadrunners. And it's a no-run, no-hit, no-error inning. And we will now head to the bottom of inning number 3 with a score 2-1 Brookdale. All right, we're back, and welcome everybody back again to Rowan College of Gloucester County as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Also, Riverwinds golf and tennis inning. Again, this is elimination baseball in the 2017 NJCAA Region 19 tournament here at Rowan College of Gloucester County. It'll be batters 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Roadrunners. Center leading off by center fielder Matt Woods. Woods walked in inning number 1, got himself all the way around to third base where he was thrown out at the plate on a throw from the shortstop. He's been the leading hitter for the Roadrunners all season. Will be down for ball 1. Matt Woods played his high school baseball at Eastern Regional High School. Legendary coach there, Rob Christ. That'll be in for strike number 1. That'll be down, catches the umpire. And it'll be 2-1. Woodsy stepping out, giving the umpire a little time to gather himself. And that pitch catches the inside corner, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Nice pitch thrown there by Pat Knight. And out number 1 of the inning. And strikeout number 2 of the game recorded by Pat Knight. That'll bring up designated hitter Dom D'Alessandro. He hit a double down the right field line to plate the only runner so far for the Runners. Hits the ball down, and it's going to be a foul ball. A bit of a jam pitch for him. He got the inside part of the bat, and looks like it might have done something to the bat because he's going to run back and get another one. So it'll be 1 strike to D'Alessandro. Brookdale a lot of times likes to pitch these pitchers outside, so they can not use their power to pull the ball. That's down for ball number one. It backfired on them the first time when D'Alessandro went the opposite way into the right field corner for a double. Hits the ball hard and that ball is keep going, and that is out of here. Home run by Dom D'Alessandro into the right field power alley. That ties the game up at 2-2, and that was one of those, no doubt about it. As soon as it left the bat, you knew it was going to go. The only question was by how far. D'Alessandro, that's home run number 12 on the season.
Number 27, Jack Gone.
Brings up first baseman Jack Gone, hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. He takes the ball inside for ball one. So, as fast as the Jersey Blues went up in inning number 2, the Roadrunners have tallied in inning number 3, and we're back to a new ball game at 2-2. Gone reaching for the pitch on the outside corner, taps it back foul. Again, working inside. Count goes to 2-1. Gone taps the ball down foul. So Knight back into the warm-up. Wind up. Throws up high, and the count goes full to Jack Gone. Swing and a miss on a nice change of pace there by Knight. That's strikeout number 3 and out number 2 for the inning. And we'll bring up second baseman Chris Sigg. Sigg walked in inning number 1. And that'll be inside for ball 1. That'll be in tight for ball 2. So 2 outs. Roadrunners looking for a little 2-out magic here. That ball sprayed down the line, and almost like a cue ball shot will roll foul along the first base coaching area. So Knight, after working inside on the first 3 pitches, we'll see if he changes and goes outside. Looks like they're going in again. They do. Sigg offers and misses, and the count's 2-2. Top to foul. Sigg staying alive. D'Alessandro's home run has tied the game here in the bottom of inning number 3. That ball's in the dirt, and the count will go full. Craig Elaine waiting on deck for the Roadrunners. Hit into an unusual double play that ended inning number 1. That ball's down, and Chris Sigg draws another walk, and he will be a 2-out base runner for the Roadrunners as number 1 Craig Elaine approaches home plate. Well, let's see what the Roadrunners can do if they can get something going in here with 2 outs. Sig with a lead off first. Ball's tipped in front of the mound, almost like an excuse me swing. Knight makes the throw, throws over to first base, and that'll do it for the Roadrunners in the bottom inning number 3. But they tie the score on Dom D'Alessandro's 12th home run of the season, and we're going to head into inning number 4, and we're tied 2-2. Hey, we're back here at the Rowan College of Gloucester County for inning number 4. This inning will be the Peach Country Tractor inning. Sponsors of all kinds of power equipment and mulch and anything you need for your yard. So we're very thankful that Peach Country is part of the sponsors of Rowan Athletics this year. And it'll be 8-9-1 for the Jersey Blues. Leading off will be shortstop number 9, Cole Fluta, singled in inning number 2 and scored a run. Also had a stolen base in that inning as the Roadrunners start to show some bullpen action. Pitch is right there for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Of course, in this game where the loser goes home, there is no tomorrow. So you play today as if it's the last day of your life. Hit the ball to right field. J.J. Ganzaroli makes a beat on it, follows it, makes the one-hand catch, and out number 1 is recorded. That'll bring up second baseman Joe Tesserero. I guess it's pronounced Cesario. And he singled also in inning number 2, reached third base, but was not able to score. Parr's pitch hit again to right field. Ganzaroli coming in on the ball and slips, but makes the catch. Made it a very exciting play on a routine fly ball. So 2 quick outs for Parr in the top of inning number 4. The lineup turns over, and Mike Santaramita now comes up to the plate. Mike's 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in inning number 1, and had a sacrifice fly in inning number 2. That ball will be outside and goes back to the bench area. Here's Parr's pitch. Hit down the left field side and sprayed out and over the fence. So the count is 1-1. Breaking ball right on the inside corner for strike number 2. Parr gets a breaking ball that's offered by Santa Marita and thrown out on by the catcher to first baseman Jack Gone. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Jersey Blues. That was strikeout number 3 on the game for Parr, and we're 2-2 as we head to the bottom of inning number 4. it's bottom of 4 baseball here at Rowan College. Again on the Peachtree Tractor inning. Be 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Roadrunners. Isaiah Easterling, J.J. Ganzaroli, and Jan Castellino. Easterling 1 for 1 on the day. Singled on a big chop ball in the inning number 2. He'll take Knight's first pitch and hit it again down the third base line, but this one will be foul. Easterling, a deceptive 258 hitter, has power. Takes strike number 2 right on that outside corner. That's tapped foul down towards the bullpen area. So count remains at 0-2. And sprayed off and hit foul, this time off to the left side. If you're just joining us, Roadrunners added a run in inning number 1 on a double by Dom D'Alessandro that plated Nilo Rijo. It doubled earlier in the inning. Brookdale put 2 on the second inning, including a home run by Jake Bosser. And then some timely hitting to take a 2-1 lead. The Roadrunners then tallied a home run by Dom D'Alessandro in the bottom of inning number 3, and that's where we are now at 2-2. So the count 1-2 to Isaiah Easterling. Nobody out. Just missed on the outside, out in the left-handed batter's box, and the count is 2-2. Good pitch there by Knight to try to get Easterling to make the move outside. It was almost an unhittable pitch for the right-handed batter. Hits the ball hard to left field. That ball is really hit. The left fielder looks up, and it's gone. Home run for number 7, Isaiah Easterling. And the Roadrunners take a 3-2 lead. For Easterling, that's home run number 5 on the season. And that'll also bring a visit from Coach Johnny Johnson out to the mound. Long ball has shown a couple times in this situation. A home run for Jake Busser from Brookdale in inning number 2. And now 2 home runs we've had for the Roadrunners. A Dom D'Alessandro shot in inning number 3. And Isaiah's Easterling's home run just now in inning number 4. We'll bring up J.J. Ganzaroli, the right fielder. He got a sacrifice, and he hits the ball hard. Bounces wickedly off the third baseman. That was just a hard hit. That's got to be a base hit. Nice play on the ricochet there by shortstop Cole Fluta to make a strong throw to first, but Ganzaroli got there, and that'll be a hit for the Roadrunners. So now up will be catcher Jan Castellano. He attempted to sacrifice in inning number 2, hit the bunt too hard right to the third baseman on a rotation play, and they were able to get an unusual 5-6-3 double play in that at bat. He squares again, the bunt hits it hard again on the bunt, but it goes down towards the first base line this time and rolls foul. Castellano and Nilo Rijo were friends at Passaic High School in Passaic, New Jersey. Played summer ball together. He turns and squares the bunt, hits it hard again, and again it's too hard. It's hit right, fielded very, very well by Pat Knight. He turns and throws the ball to second base to get the force out at second. So Castellano will be a 1-out base runner, but no advancement has been made as we turn the lineup over and back to Nilo Rijo. Rijo is 1 for 2 on the day, doubled in inning number 1, struck out in inning number 2 after taking a foul tip off his shin. takes a pitch for strike one. Well, Castellano is a one-out base runner at first. Rijo faking bunt, pulls back, and the ball is outside, and the count's 1-1. To the top of the lineup, batting for the third time here in inning number 4. He sprays one that's going to just fall off the outside line. Castellano is going to make an attempt to go to third. Rijo going to go to second. And it's a grand total of about a 110-foot double for Nilo Rijo. It's one of those spray shots. The first baseman was covering on the bag. He was unable to get there. And the second baseman too far away, and it goes for a double, and now puts 2 Roadrunners in scoring position with 1 out and Matt Woods.
Center fielder number 2, Matt Woods.
Brookdale keeping their infielders back. Interesting situation here with the runners on second and third, and they are going to walk Woods intentionally to load the bases. So Woods will draw the intentional walk. Smart move here because now it gives you not only a force at every base, but it also establishes a double play that can get you out of the inning. So unlike some areas of baseball, you still have to make the 4 pitches outside before the intentional walk takes place. That's 3 of them. And after one more pitch, Matt Woods will trot himself down to first base, and that'll bring up Dom D'Alessandro. Ooh, that ball almost came back in the strike zone. So Woods trots down to first base. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. And D'Alessandro, 2 for 2 on the day. He doubled with an RBI in inning number 1 and hit a solo home run in inning number 3. So great situation here for Dom D'Alessandro and the Roadrunners to pad on to their lead, but also an opportunity for the Jersey Blues to get a double play and end the inning. The ball down and out to the right side. A lot of times in this situation, what you want to do is just tell your batter to drive the ball. If he hits the ball into the outfield, it's going to score a run. So let's see what happens. It's 1 strike to D'Alessandro. We'll see if Knight throws some breaking balls right here. He does, but it's a great block there by Reyes at catcher, and the count is even at 1-1. So tense moment in this game for both Brookdale and Rowan College. First baseman playing far off the line. D'Alessandro taps the ball down to Coach Chu. So it's 1-2. So interesting defensive alignment here for Brookdale. Brookdale's playing its first baseman almost near where the second baseman would stay. The second baseman is deep into the hole up the middle, and then the shortstop and third base are in normal positions. D'Alessandro hits the ball down the first baseline. He runs forever. It's up high for ball 2. The only person who could make a play if it was hit to the first base bag would be Matt Woods, and he's running for the Roadrunners. Big pitch here by Pat Knight. Ooh, up and tight. The count's 3-2. Little sometimes message pitch in there, backing off D'Alessandro for the plate. And now something's going to give right here. Knight steps back off the mound. Here's a nice pitch. Hit right into the gap, over the shortstop. It'll score 1 run. And another hit and another RBI for Dom D'Alessandro. That will plate Castellano. And the Roadrunners go up 4-2. So D'Alessandro right now on the day 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And Jack Gones steps to the plate. So still a good situation here for the Roadrunners. Same formation being shown again by Jersey Blues. Gone hits the ball. It's a little spray shot up to center field. Santa Marita makes the play. Here's the tag at third. Here comes the throw home, and Nilo Rijo scores. So it's a sacrifice fly by Jack Gone to center fielder. Santa Marita making the catch, and scoring will be Nilo Rijo. It's 3 runs in this inning, and it's now 5-2 Rowan College. So 2 outs are in the inning. There's still runners on first and second. 3 runs in for the Roadrunners, and 5-2 in favor of Rowan Gloucester. Sig takes ball number 1. Of course, this is only inning number 4. There's 5 more innings to go. Here's a nice pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. That's in there for strike number 1. It's the 8th Roadrunner to bat this inning. All started off when Isaiah Easterling led off with a home run. Drop back up the middle, and that's going to get through there for a base hit. Coming around third will be Matt Woods. He will score run number 6. And a single there by Chris Sigg to plate another run. Making it out to second is Dom D'Alessandro, and it's a 4-run inning here for the Roadrunners. And now batting will be the 9th batter of the inning, and this will be Craig Elaine. So Sigg gets his first hit of the game after 2 walks. It's an RBI. And another run for Rowan College. Because that ball was not hit that hard, Santa Marita made a nice throw to the plate. It was a lot closer than people might have thought with 2 outs. Elaine hits the ball into the grandstands there on the third base side. We had a contract already for the person who was going to catch the ball, but it dropped into nothing but aluminum. Lane hits the ball straight back. So Knight up here 0-2 with 2 outs. D'Alessandro on second base. Chris Sigg on first base, not being held because there's no place he can go in front. Lane taps the ball back and stays alive. Nice delivery. Just misses for ball number 1. Ball hit right to third base. Nice catch there made by Mike Russell. And the inning comes to a close. But 4 big runs for the Roadrunners. They had 4 hits and they leave 2. We're through 4 complete innings of baseball. It's 6-2 Rowan College. All right, we're back for 5th inning baseball. This will be Legends Sports inning. Legends is in Berlin, New Jersey, in a place where you can train and work in athletics. And it's the heart of the lineup coming up for Brookdale in inning number 5. Number 2 hitter, Nick Martinez, the right fielder, leads off. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in inning number 1, grounded out to third, and he takes strike number 1. It'll be Martinez, Russell, and Ratelli for the Jersey Blues to start inning number 5. That ball will be down, and it's 1-1. Ball's hit up in the air, but it's back and out of play. In fact, it went on the top of the roof of the Brookdale dugout. That'll be down, and it's 2-2. Ball's hit into center field. It's hit really deep. Woods turns, looks up, and it's gone. Home run for number 16, Nick Martinez. And that went to the power alley out in left center. For Martinez, that is home run number 12 on the season.
Number 15, Mike Russell.
I'll bring up third baseman Mike Russell, who's perfect on the day at 2 for 2 with 2 singles. One of those interesting baseball games that every time one team makes a move, the other team counters right on back. And we're looking like we're going to have a 9-inning Donnybrook. Nice swing and miss on a off-speed pitch by Parr. Makes the count 1-2. So 2 home runs for the Brookdales and 2 home runs for the Roadrunners. That ball will be out in the left-handed batter's box for ball number 2. Another shot, and I think that ball is gone too. And it sure is. Back-to-back home runs as Mike Russell delivers a shot almost in the same location. For Mike Russell, that's home run number 5 on the season. So as quickly as the Roadrunners got out in front 6-2, it's now 6-4, and there's still nobody out with left fielder Joe Rotelli coming to the plate. Before he does that, we have a visit by Rowan College of Gloucester County's Rob Valley, and we're going to have a pitching change here. Parr is going to come out of the game. The book on Parr will be 4 innings. He gave up 4 runs. Every one of those was earned, 3 home runs, and is ineligible to win the game. Going out 6-2, back-to-back home runs by Nick Martinez and Mike Russell have made this game 6-4. Coming into the game will be number 14, Derek Wakely. So Derek Wakely, who's been the number 3 pitcher for the Roadrunners during the season, now comes in to pitch. Again, for those of you who wonder, again, this is an elimination game. There is no tomorrow. If you do not win this game, your season is over. So there's no reason to hold back. You have to play this game to win and then take your chances in any game that follows after that. All right, so we're back now. Derek Wakely, a freshman out of West Deptford, New Jersey, will now be the pitcher of record. And the first batter, again, he'll face is Joe Rotelli, who's 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out in inning number 1 and flew out to center field in inning number 2. As to celebrate Wakely coming in, we have a 11 geese flyover. And that'll be strike number 1. This is outside, and it's 1-1. Pitch count on Parr was 86 pitches in the 4 innings. A big thing for him is he threw 30 pitches in inning number 1. Ball's hit hard again to center field. Woods going back, draws a beat on this one, makes the catch in right center field, and out number 1 is recorded. That'll bring up designated hitter Trevor Romeo. 0 for 0, although this is his 3rd at bat. He walked in the 1st and also walked in the 3rd. As we said before, Romeo is 6'5". Takes one on the outside corner for strike 1. Good news for the Jersey Blue faithful is that Romeo is a freshman. He can also play any infield position. He can play 3rd. He can play short. He's the DH here today. And he was out of Cresskill, New Jersey. Wakely's pitch is down, and it goes 2-1 in favor of Romeo. Swing, and it's tipped back into the glove of Castellano, and the count goes even. And a very, very nice breaking ball. Swung and missed by Romeo, and it's out number 2. So after the back-to-back home runs, brought the score to 6-4. 2 straight outs now give the Roadrunners a chance to escape this inning with any further damage being recorded. Bring up catcher Geraldo Reyes, who's 0 for 2 on the day. He bounced out to Nilo Rijo in inning number 1. and hit into a fielder's choice when he attempted to bunt. The lead runner was thrown out by Matt Parr at second base. Wakely in the groove, and that'll be right there for a strike. Ball's tapped back over the screen. Wakely's breaking ball just misses outside. Count is now 2-2. Looks like they're setting up outside. They do. It's hit ball on the right side, and that'll get in the hole on the right side. And a base hit by Reyes. So Reyes becomes a 2-out base runner. And now we'll bring up first baseman Jake Busser, who hit a massive home run in inning number 2.
Number 19, Jake Busser.
So I guess it's Booser. Fans shouting out his name from the visitors' bleacher area. And that's his mother. That's a good person to give you the name, that's for sure. So it is Jake Booser. Well, I think if we called him Buster and he hit another home run, she might change her mind on the name. It'll be 3-0 now to Jake Booser. And they'll catch the corner for a strike. It's a ball to center field. It's right at Matt Woods. He's under it. He makes the catch. And a rally back inning for the Jersey Blues as they hit 2 home runs and get 3 hits. And at the end of 4.5, or halfway through this game, it's 6-4 Rowan College. We're back here for a Legends Sports inning. It's the bottom of inning number 5. First thing we have is a pitching change for Brookdale, and they follow in the same situation and bring in their number 3 pitcher. This will be number 28, Kyle Fenton. Fenton is 6-1 on the season, has an ERA of 4.53. He's been in 49.2 innings. Once again, as we said before, with this being an elimination game, you can't hold anything back, and everybody is trying to keep this game within striking distance until we get to the later innings. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Rowan. Isaiah Easterling, J.J. Ganzaroli, and Jan Castellano will be the 3 batters to come up. Kyle Fenton is a sophomore, 6'2", 185, out of Freehold Township, New Jersey. Easterling coming up on the day so far. He's 2 for 2, singled in inning number 2, and started that 4-run fourth with a home run. So Easterling, the first one to face Kyle Fenton. Easterling hits the ball hard again to left field, and it is out of here. Second home run of the game for number 7, Isaiah Easterling, and the balls are flying out of here. So Easterling, who homered to start inning number 4, homers to start inning number 5. So the runners get one back, and that'll bring up J.J. Ganzaroli, the right fielder.
Right fielder number 12, J.J. Ganzaroli.
That was not a moon blast. That was a line drive home run that left the ballpark pretty quickly. That'll be there for strike number 1. Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. So Fenton, after giving up that first pitch home run, has calmed down right now and is back into his rhythm. Moves the ball outside a little bit, see if J.J. Ganzaroli would go after it. He didn't. It's ball number 1. Breaking ball froze Ganzaroli, and that'll be strikeout number 1 for Fenton in the first out of the inning. Bring up Jan Castellano, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 for the day. Tried to bunt twice, bunted into a double play, and doubled into a fielder and bunted into a fielder's choice. Castellano hits the ball down the right field line. Under it is first baseman, and a fine running catch there by first baseman Jake Booser. Caught the ball over his shoulder, running away from the infield. And that was just a fine effort. So we have 2 outs, and now the lineup turns over. We go up to the top, and Nilo Rijo will be batting for the 4th time. Rijo 2 for 3 on the day, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. Overhand curveball is right there for a strike. So very good overhand motion shown here by Kyle Fenton. Gets a lot of movement on the ball. Comes back down, and that's down for ball number 1. Talked to Brookdale's coaches before the game. Said this game will either be 1-0 or 13-12. We may be heading towards 13-12. Ball be down in the dirt 2 for ball 2. Both starting pitchers out of the game before inning number 5 had been completed. Both will not figure in the decision, although Pat Knight could still be the loser, but I think there's a lot of more baseball to be played before this game ends. Tipped foul, staying alive is Relo, just getting the barest of composite on that bat. And that pitch was right down the plate for strikeout. Number 2 of the inning, out number 3. The Roadrunners get 1 on Isaiah Easterling's home run. They leave none and will head to inning number 6. It's 7-4 Rowan College. All right, it's sixth-inning baseball here as Athletic Director Brian Rowan, or Executive Director of Athletics, brings out the pizza, which is certainly good to get. It'll be 8-9-1 for Brookdale. In the sixth, Cole Fluta, the shortstop, is the leadoff batter. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Wakely's pitch is right there for strike one. Fluta, also a freshman. He's out of Middletown, New Jersey. Ball moves a lot on Wakely's pitch, but it's up high for ball number one. Right back to Derek Wakely. He makes the throw over to Jack Gone, and out number one is recorded in the inning. We'll bring up second baseman Joe Tesario. He's 1 for 2 on the day, singled in that second inning, and flew out to right field in inning number 4. Great play by Isaiah Easterling down there at third base. Picked up that bunt very, very well. Made the strong throw over to Jack Gone at first. Tesario is out, and it's out number 2, and that'll bring up Mike Santaramita. Mike Santamarita 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out inning number 1. Sacrifice fly in inning number 2. Struck out in inning number 4. Faces Wakely for the first time. He hits the ball hard down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Off the edge of the bat and knocked towards the home team dugout. So the count evens at 2. We got a lot of 2s on the scoreboard. Batter number 24, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And great pitch by Wakely. Fans Santamarita for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Roadrunners. Still 7-4 as we go to the bottom of inning number 6. For the Roadrunners, we're back here now in the bottom of inning 6 of baseball. It'll be Matt Woods, Dom D'Alessandro, and Jack Gone. Batters 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Roadrunners. Woods, 0 for 1 for the day. He walked in inning number 1, struck out in inning number 3, walked and scored a run in inning number 4. Pitches in for strike 1. Bounces in, goes all the way back to the screen. It's 2-1. Good velocity being shown here by Kyle Fenton. That's Cole Fluta on first over to Joe Busa, and it's out number 1. So Woods hit the ball hard, but right at shortstop Cole Fluta, and out number 1 is recorded. Now here's Dom D'Alessandro,
Designated hitter number 20, Dom D'Alessandro.
and he's having himself a day so far. He's 3 for 3 with a home run, a double, and a single. If he gets a triple, he's got the cycle. He's driven in 3 runs. Will be inside for ball 1. And 2-0 here to D'Alessandro. On the ball, hits the ball a long way, and it's a foul ball. It was home run distance as he really turned on the ball, and it was a moonshot. It was just waiting to see where the ball was going to land or where it was going to go over the foul pole, and it went to the left of the foul pole, and it's just nothing more than a holy cow, what a foul. Hit back over the backstop for strike number 2, so it's an even 2-2 count for D'Alessandro. It'll be up, and the count runs full at 3-2. Turns on the ball again, but drives it right into the fence over by the bleachers on the third base side. And nice breaking ball. Gets D'Alessandro for the first time, and he's thrown out at first base from Reyes over to Buser. And 2 outs have been quickly recorded by the Jersey Blues. That'll bring up Jack Gone. So for 2 for the day. Hit into a fielder's choice, struck out in inning number 3, and hit a sacrifice fly with an RBI in inning number 4. It's fouled straight back to the screen. Both Wakely coming in and Fenton, who were both penciled in as Game 3 starters, have settled this game down. Gone levels on it. That ball's hit deep to left field, and it's off the fence. It'll be extra bases for Gone. He pulls into second base with a double. two-out scoring position hit for number 27, Jack Gone. Brings up Chris Sigg to try to plate a run for the Roadrunners in the sixth. Sigg is 1 for 1 on the day. Walked in inning number 1, walked in inning number 3, and had a RBI single in inning number 4. Take strike 1. Up and in for ball number 1, and the count is even. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Sigg has to protect now. It's 1-2. We'll see what Fenton goes to. Shakes off the initial sign. Wants some reset. That's enough for Chris Sigg. He'll step out, and the whole pattern will start all over again. Now Fenton's ready. Ball's hit down to third, through and off the glove. Coming around the third, and scoring will be Jack Gone, and the Roadrunners get a run. Interesting to see how they rule that. It could have been a play that probably should have been made, but one way or another, the run scores. So Sigg is two-out base runner. A run is now in. It's now 8-4. Rowan College, and Craig Lane coming to bat. Lane hits the ball to left field. Camping under it is Joe Ratelli. He will make the catch, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Roadrunners do get a run on a hit and an error. And we will head to seventh inning baseball, and it's 8-4 in favor of the Roadrunners. All right, we're back to seventh inning baseball. This will be George's auto service inning. And it'll bring the heart of the lineup for Brookdale, including the two batters that went back-to-back home runs in the fifth inning. This will be Nick Martinez, the right fielder. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and he hit a solo shot in inning number 5. So let's see what Wakely can do with Martinez. Breaking balls in for strike number 1. And that just misses, so the count goes even. The count's now 2-1. A little outburst from the Roadrunner dugout, and umpire wasn't buying any of that. And I think that pitch was going to be a ball no matter what. It's pumped up in the air in the infield. Chris Sigg, the second baseman, making the call and making the out for out number 1. So Martinez getting under that a little bit, and it becomes a pop-up to second baseman Chris Sigg in the first out. That'll bring up third baseman Mike Russell. Mike Russell having a day for himself. He's 3 for 3. Had a home run back in inning number 5.
Number 15, Mike.
Singled in inning number 1, singled in inning number 2. And we hope all Roadrunner fans out there listening to this action, and any Jersey Blue fans as well. Popped right back to the screen. We're in front of a big screen here, and no matter whatever happens, when that ball comes right at us, we all duck. It never fails. Just misses outside, and that's 2-1. I'll be up high, and it's 3-1. So Russell, 1 out, 1 pitch away from being a base runner here in inning number 7 with 1 out. Hit down to third, bounces over the shoulder of Isaiah Easterling, and that'll be a bad hop single for Mike Russell, and he's now 4 for 4. So with 1 out, that brings up to the plate left fielder Joe Rotello. Rotello, 0 for 3 for the day, hit 2 good shots to center field that were run down by Matt Woods. And that ball is deep to left field, and it is gone. A 2-run home run by number 44, Joe Rotelli, brings Brookdale right back into the game.
All right, Joe Rotelli.
So that is the 4th home run of the game for Brookdale. Before we even had a chance to look at that, Rotelli's home run. That's his 7th of the season. Trevor Romeo now up to bat, and we are now at 8-6 here in the 7th inning. So that bad hop single by Mike Russell put him on base, and then Rotelli went yard to deep left field, and it's 8-6. Ball hit to the left of Neo Rilo. He cannot come up with it. And Romeo is on as a base runner. Would have been a tough play for Nilo Rijo, but one you like to come up with. So with 1 out, runner on first, the tying run now comes to the plate in the hands of Geraldo Reyes.
Catcher number 14, Reyes.
Rowan had just taken a 4-run lead. Now that lead is back to 2. And before we go on, we have a visit coming out to the mound. Kind of interesting because there's nobody warming up in the bullpen, so it's just going to be a calm yourself down and let's get everything together. We'll take a break and we'll be back shortly. All right, the meeting is over, and we're back into action again. Geraldo Reyes on the day is 1 for 3, singled back in inning number 5. Trevor Romeo on first base. Let's see what Wakely can do here. The pitch is on the way, and it's down in the dirt, blocked by Castellano. So both teams realizing that they're in the fight of their lives, and neither one is going to back off. Neither one is going to quit. And there's a lot more fireworks to go in this game before this one's over. That ball's down, and it's ball 2. So ever since the Roadrunners started this, to make some comments, the game has dramatically changed. Move to first. Back safely is Romeo. Here's Wakely's pitch. Hit down to third, and that's going to be a base hit. Finds the hole to third. Stopping at second will be Trevor Romeo, and 2 runners are now on with 1 out. And Jake Booser comes to the bat. So my, how things changed. The inning came in. The Roadrunners had just taken a 4-run lead. A Joe Vitelli home run cut it to 2. Now there's runners on first and second, and Booser at bat could be the game changer in which he could give Brookdale the lead. Let's see what Wakely does here. Timeout called at the plate. Gets under it a little bit. The ball's hit down the third base line. Isaiah Easterling by the wall and reaches up and makes a great catch right by the fence. So well played there by Isaiah Easterling at third base. Found the fence, braced himself against the fence, put the ball, his glove up in the air, and was able to make the catch. Nilo Rijo covered third base very, very well. No advancement was made. Now there's 2 outs. And Cole Fluta will come to bat. Right down the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Ball outside. Count runs even at 1-1. Amazing as we look around the spectators in here. Yesterday would have been shorts and shirt sleeves, and now we got blankets and everything else. Temperature is still staying right around 60 degrees. Ball's hit to right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Rounding third comes Trevor Romeo. He's going to score. Going into third will be Geraldo Reyes, and it's a 1-run ball game. So Cole Fluta reaching out, hitting the ball into right field for a single. It's the 3rd run of the inning for the Jersey Blues, and it's now 8-7. And we bring up Joe Tesoro. So the tying run is 90 feet from the plate. The go-ahead run is on first base. There are 2 outs. In the bottom of inning number 7 as the Roadrunners call a quick meeting at the mound. breaking ball in for strike number 1. So after Martinez was retired, then 4 consecutive hits by the Jersey Blues after a fly out to third base. Route number 2, there's another ball hit down to third. Isaiah Easterling on the play over to first. Out is made, and the inning is finally over. But a big inning for the Jersey Blues as they tally 3 runs. They do it on 5 hits, and they leave 2. So we're going to head to stretch time here at the ballpark. It's now 8-7 Rowan College. All right, we're back for bottom of the 7th baseball. What a nail biter we have now. It's 8-7 Rowan College. Every time Rowan College takes a lead out, Brookdale comes firing right back, and we'll go 7, 8, 9 here in the bottom of the 7th. Isaiah Easterling, J.J. Ganzaroli, and Jan Castellano. Isaiah Easterling, the last 2 times he led off the inning, he's hit home runs. So let's see what happens here. He's 3 for 3 for the day, 2 home runs and a single. And it'll be up for ball. But Roadrunners need base runners and opportunities to get those runs back. They just gave up in the top of inning number 7. Outside for ball number 2. So even though Isaiah Easterling's having a great day so far at the plate, I'm sure the Roadrunners would take him on first base for a walk. That's up top, and it's 3-0. Easterling will take at least 1. We've got bullpen action and down for the Roadrunners, so it looks like we're going to have a change. That's way up high, and Easterling becomes a no-out base runner. Also gets Brookdale's bullpen up and moving. That'll bring up J.J. Ganzaroli, who's 1 for 2 on the day. So we'll see if the Roadrunners put the bunt on. They have not been successful today doing the bunts. They've bunted into double plays. They've bunted into force outs. They do not put it on. He swings and knocks it straight up in the air. Catcher Reyes with room and makes the out for number 1. So Ganzaroli went to drive the ball, hit it right up there in what we call an elevator shaft ball. Goes straight up, comes straight back down. Catcher Reyes makes the play, and 1 out is made, and that brings up a pinch hitter. This batting for Castellano will be number 6, Colin Fabio. That'll be out for ball number 1. Fabio, sophomore, can play first base, outfield. He's also a DH out of Eastern High School. Played on the same high school baseball team as Matt Woods. Swings and misses at the pitch on the outside corner. So Fenton going outside to Fabio on the first 2 pitches. Missed on 1 and Got a strike on number 2. Goes out a little wider, and it's 2-1. Easterling on first. There is one out. Game's getting along in the innings. It'll be 8th inning, next inning. Fabio goes, and it'll be a strike, and the count will be 2-2. Tempted to hold back on the breaking ball, couldn't. And the count is 2-2. Fabio reaches out, gets a little bit of that ball, knocks it back into the screen, and stays alive. Tap down to the first baseline, goes to no. He makes a fake towards second, spins very, very well, throws over to Fenton covering at first. It's a 3-1 out. Advancing to second is Easterling, and that brings up Nilo Rijo with a runner in scoring position. So Fenton, and Booster thought for the moment about going to second, realized very, very much that he did not want to make that move. He probably would not have gotten Easterling, and very well played there by Kyle Fenton to get over to the bag. The swing went right back over to the pitcher, and out number 2 was recorded. That's down for a ball now. Out came Johnny Johnson, made a move in center field. They moved the center fielder over into the right side of the outfield, expecting, I guess, Rijo not to pull the ball, but to go the opposite way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Swings and misses for strike number 2, and the count goes to 1-2. So Fenton 1 pitch away from being out of the inning and heading to the 8th. Rijo 1 pitch away from putting one in play and scoring a run. Oh, that ball is hit down the line, and it was another one of those cue ball shots that Rijo got a double on the last time, but this one hits foul, so the count remains 1-2. Swings and misses. Fenton with a great pitch. And down go the Roadrunners in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're into 8th inning baseball. It's 8-7 Rowan College. We're back here at Rowan College, and it's nervous time here in the top of inning number 8. It's a 1-run game. 8-7. The Roadrunners have made some changes. Number 27, Jack Gone, who had been at first base, now goes behind the plate. Number 16, Jake Gillis, will come into the game and bat in the 9th spot and play first base. And now pitching will be number 5, Kyle Stinson. So Gillis, a sophomore, played at Gloucester Catholic High School, very renowned high school program here in South Jersey. Will take over at first base. Stinson, father was a high school football coach. He played his scholastic career at Highland Regional High School. Comes on to be the pitcher for the Roadrunners. And it's the top of the lineup coming up now for Brookdale. Mike Santa Romita will be the leading batter for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. So for 3 on the day.
Center fielder number 24, Mike Santoromita.
And he'll be the first to face Stinson. Stinson works out of the stretch even when he starts. Throws hard. That ball will be down for ball 1. Ball will catch the corner, and we're even at 1-1. Santa Marita again entered the game hitting .379. He'll take that ball outside, and it's 2-1. Stinson has velocity on the pitch, also movement on the pitch. And Santa Marita offers, and the count is even at 2. 8th inning baseball. Somebody's season's going to end in 2 innings. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Stinson. And out number 1 is recorded. And here comes what's been part of Murderer's Row here for Nick Martinez. Martinez, Russell, and Ortelli, the next 3 batters, all have gone yard in this game. Nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Stinson's pitch in for strike number 2. Stinson out in front now, 0-2. Definitely wants to waste one here, not give Martinez anything that he can drive. He fishes outside. Martinez holds. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Great change up there thrown by Stinson. Second strikeout for the inning, and out number 2. And that'll bring up third baseman Mike Russell.
Number 15, Mike Russell.
So here comes Stinson to Russell. Ball's inside for ball number 1. That pitch right down the heart of the plate, and the count's 1-1. Good pitch down, Stinson, offered by Russell, and it's 1-2. Ball hit to Nilo Rijo. Backhands, makes the throw over to first. It's a bounce. And Gillis digs it out for out number 3. So nice play made by Nilo Rijo. Better play made by Jake Gillis at first base. No runs, no hits, no errors for Brookdale on the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 8-7 Rowan College. we're back here for the bottom of inning number 8. And Matt Woods will lead off for the Roadrunners. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 2 walks, a run scored, but would like nothing more to get on base right now. And I think he'd take any way. Here's Fenton's pitch. That'll be down for ball number 1. Fenton's done a nice job since coming in. That'll be right on the outside corner for a strike. Back to the screen. It's now 1-2. Woods hits the ball back up. Nice hop there for shortstop Fluta. Over to first base, and 1 batter up and 1 batter down. Bring up Dom D'Alessandro.
Designated hitter number 20, Dom D'Alessandro.
He's 3 for 4 on the day. Home run, double, single, strikeout. Pitch right on the corner for strike number 1. The ball bounces up for ball number 1. So it looks like we're headed to a nervous, pressure-packed 9th inning. D'Alessandro misses it, and it comes right into the infield. Shortstop Cole Fluta gets back and makes the catch for the out number 2. And that will bring up catcher Jack Gone. So Roadrunners looking for a little 2-out magic here. Gone started his game at first base, moved to catcher last inning. Hits the ball straight up in the air, but it's going to come back and over the bleachers behind home plate for strike number 1. It'll be in, and the count is even at 1-1. Ball's tapped again, and oh, nice play by Fluta. He made all 3 plays in that inning. Cole Fluta throwing out 2 runners at first and catching a pop out, and it's 9th inning baseball, 8-7 Rowan College. All right, we're back here for the ultimate in nerves, the ultimate in pressure. Somebody's season is going to end soon, and the judgment is not out as who it's going to be. It's 8-7. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Brookdale will send up batters 4, 5, and 6. Left fielder Joe Ritelli, designated hitter Trevor Romeo, and catcher Geraldo Reyes. On the mound for the Roadrunners will be Kyle Stinson. So here we go. Connor Coyle has gone into the game to play left field for the Roadrunners. He's a pitcher by trade. Joe Vitale is 1 for 4. And the last time he was up, he went yard. Here's Stinson's first pitch. Breaking ball right in for strike 1. So Stinson starts him off with a breaking ball. Comes right back. Fastball, and on the outside corner, swung and missed, and it's 2 strikes on Joe Vitale. Stinson can deal. Does inside. Got him on the inside corner. And out number 1 is recorded by Kyle Stinson on a called 3rd strike. That'll bring up designated hitter number 20, Trevor Romeo. Romeo 1 for 2 on the day, scored a run. Pitch right down the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Trevor lays off. He does not go, and the count is 1-1. Little high outside heat there by Stinson. That's out wide, too. And Brookdale looking for a base runner of any way, shape, or form. There's an awful lot of ways to get to first base, and they're looking for one of them. Right on the outside corner, and it counts 2-2. Romeo calling timeout at the plate. Regather himself, get all set. Here's Stinson into the windup. Pitch right on the outside corner. Strike number 3 and 2 away. And that brings up catcher Geraldo Reyes. 2 for 4 on the day. He's singled the last 2 times that he's up. So it's Stinson versus Reyes. 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Stinson's pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. That'd be outside. Good discipline shown there by Geraldo Reyes, and the count is even at 1-1. Stinson setting up quickly. Right down the heart of the plate, it's 1-2. So if you look at it this way, Stinson 1 pitch out away from a win. Reyes 1 pitch out away from a tie game. Let's see what happens. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Roadrunners stay alive. They defeat Brookdale by a score of 8-7 as Stinson comes in and strikes out 5 of the last 6 batters that he faced. The Roadrunners will now go into action tomorrow down at Cumberland. They will play the Dukes of Cumberland tomorrow in another elimination game. And we can't thank enough Kyle Lodge and all the people that are here today. This was an outstanding baseball game. Neither team wanted to give up. Neither team had any quit in them. There were really no losers today, but Roadrunners go on, and Brookdale will contemplate the next season that comes up. This is Fred Swartz. We'd like to thank everyone for watching in here. We hope you enjoyed the game as much as we did, and we'll see you again next time.